I was talking about it at the beginning of the show. It is time to start thinking about back to school, and before you know it, believe it or not, the kids will be back to class. And if your child struggles in math, they may need a little bit extra help, and that is where my next guest comes in. Joining me now to talk about a really unique business that is helping students all over the country, Liam Bruin with Mathnasium of Green Bay. Good morning.
Good morning, Amy. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So first of all, I think a lot of people may not have heard of you guys. So what is Mathnasium? What are you guys all about?
Well, Mathnasium is a math learning center, as you might guess, and we teach math to children in elementary school through high school, and we teach math in a way that makes sense to them. Our mission statement as a company is to change lives through math, and we do that by teaching math in a way that kids understand it, master it, and eventually love it.
I think a lot of people, me in general, hear the word math and tend to get hives, or
Yes,
I mean,
yes, absolutely.
And that's what you guys are all about. It doesn't have to be that way.
No.
So let's talk about who would Mathnasium be for.
Well, really any child can benefit from our program, regardless of where they're coming from. Our clients are typically people who are either struggling with math initially, kids are struggling with math and need some work on their mathematical foundation, but we also have programs for kids who are gifted in math and are looking for a resource to kind of spread their wings and enrich their knowledge. And then we have a lot of families who are just proactive, and they want to keep their kids ahead of the curve and prevent them from falling behind in the first place. And then lastly, we also offer SAT and ACT test programs. So obviously those high schoolers getting ready for the big admissions process come to us to get ready.
And that is huge. I have had two kids go through that, and let me tell you, how you do on that, on the ACT and SAT can affect so much, including money that you can get in scholarships and things like that. So I didn't know you guys did that. That's awesome.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about how it works. You've got an example.
Yes. Well, one of the things we do at Mathnasium that kind of sets us apart from other resources out there is we teach for understanding. We want kids to understand math. We don't want them to memorize stuff. We don't want them to sit in front of multiplication tables or banging away at the computer. So we want them to understand the underlying math. One of the examples we like to use that incorporates both understanding of numbers and understanding the language of math is percents. So if I asked you, Amy, what was 7% of 350? Would you be able to kind of work that out in your head?
If I had a calculator? No, not quickly. You know what I mean? I can do it, and I'd do the old school division. And,
right. You can get there.
Right.
But there are ways to, if you, again, understand the language and the math, you can do it relatively quickly. So percent is a Latin word. It's two Latin words. So per, meaning for each, and cent, meaning 100. So what we teach the kids is when you see a percentage problem, read it as, instead of 7% of 350, it's 7 for each 100 of 350. So what that turns out to look like for you guys who are looking at the camera is I take 7 for the first 100, 7 for the second, 7 for the third, and I've got 50 left over, 50 being half of 100, so I'll take half of 7, which is 3.5. I put that all together and I get 24.5.
Wow.
Which something that seemed very daunting and impossible to do in your head, all of a sudden when you understand the language, you understand the math, it's not that hard anymore. It demystifies it. It takes the mystery out of it. And that's where kids really start to turn around and love mathematics.
Yeah. I think a key word you said, cram. I mean, it's not about cramming. It's about learning this stuff and keeping it with you, your whole life.
Yeah.
So it can help you out in every part of your life.
Absolutely, absolutely. We believe math is important not only in school but in life. And in today's technologically driven economy in life, math is the basis for all of science, technology, and engineering, and you're going to use it in every facet of life. You use it in cooking.
Yeah,
for sure. If you have a recipe for 4 and you want to make it for 6, what are you doing? You're doing math.
Yep, absolutely.
That's important.
3 locations for Mathnasium, including in Green Bay.
Correct.
All year round, but now's a great time. We've got a month left to get those kids going into school on top of their game, brushing up. Kids forget so much in the summer.
Absolutely, they do. The summer slide is real. We have a program that addresses that too. But yeah, your kids, they have a good time in summer, but their math skills in general start to fall behind. So now's not too late to start getting them enrolled, getting them assessed, and getting prepared for the next school year.
And if you'd like to find out more, you can go to our website or
www.mathnasium.com is our big company website. But all of our franchises are individually, locally owned by Wisconsin people, the one in Green Bay and the 2 in Appleton. And so that'll take you to our individual sites, and that's where you can learn more about the individual centers, individual instructors and owners, and then schedule a no-obligation assessment for your child.
I can't tell you how much I wish I would have had you guys growing up, and for my kids as well. So
Yeah, it's special to be part of.
thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.